Starting this week, people will be able to walk into stores in Vancouver and buy marijuana. The first recreational shops are about to open. We sent Lisa Balick to dig deeper and find out how police will be enforcing all the rules surrounding the budding business.
It doesn't look very much like anything's going to happen here right now, but this is the first recreational pot store that will open up in Clark County Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock. Now, if you're coming in from Oregon and you're over 21, you can certainly walk in and buy here, but be careful when you leave. Main Street Marijuana got its state license early this morning to open. The cannabis arrives tomorrow night in time for opening sales Wednesday morning at 11. But there will be no sampling inside and definitely not outside the store, even once you make a purchase.
You can't walk down the city street smoking or consuming the marijuana that you just purchased either. It's something that needs to be done privately. You can't even open the bag.
If you're over 21, you can buy up to 1 ounce of pot in Washington stores and consume it, but out of public view. Stores like this will post signs and check IDs, since minors can't even come inside. Oregonians over 21 will be able to buy pot now in Washington, and sellers expect a crush of Oregon buyers.
We think that proximity to Portland is going to be a large portion of our business. When we went out to Colorado to look at the way that their stores were set up, they said that 60 to 70% of their retail business was from out of state.
It's against Oregon law to take it back across the state line. I wanted to know if the Washington State Patrol is going to keep an eye on Oregon buyers.
We don't do road checks and all that stuff. We don't do stop points, checkpoints here in Washington, so that's not something we're going to be doing. We're going to continue business as we have in the past, looking for impaired drivers.
I checked with the Oregon State Patrol, and they told me they too will not have any border checks or any special enforcement. But if you're stopped while driving or even riding a bike and in possession in Oregon, you could be ticketed. Vancouver Police intends to ticket buyers outside stores if people start smoking before they get home. You're an Oregonian and you can't consume it out in public.
Right.
You can't consume it in the store. Right. Where do you anticipate they're going to consume it?
Hopefully they have maybe a friend's house where they could go, or you know, there's a lot of things that are still being worked out. They are expecting hundreds of buyers out here Wednesday morning, the line to wrap around the building. In fact, there's even going to be a big party out here called Weed and Weenies going on. Now, coming up at 5:30, can you smoke inside your car, pot that is, with a designated driver? And what happens if you do get pulled over? I'll have that story coming up at 5:30. Live in Vancouver, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.
Yeah.